It's been a while since I made a video, probably about 2-3 weeks now. So I figured I'd get out here and kind of do one on Frijoles here and show what I carry every day, every time I drive Frijoles. Wherever we go, the equipment and gear that we have is always with us. No matter if it's a trip to the grocery store or a week-long trip in the mountains, this is the gear that we always carry. This is Frijoles everyday carry. All the gear that I carry from me and Frijoles, I keep stored in my Wheels and Feels Canyonland sleep and storage system. If you're interested, you can go to wheelsfeels.com, use promo code KornBread for 10% off. And if you want to see more about this storage system, I made a previous video. Make sure to check it out. I laid out the gear that I always carry with me. This is what I found most useful for when I go places and doing things. And it took me a year or two to kind of tune it to what I found more useful for me than most other things. If you're able to get some ideas from this, great. If you have some that you can recommend, send me an email or comment. Or if you're just watching just to see what goes on, hey, appreciate it all the same. First of all, I got a bunch of zip ties. Zip ties are just handy for everything from holding a pipe in place or a piece of wire to hanging a lantern in a tree if you ain't got no nail. Got a couple of hitch pins that, you know, sometimes things break or you just need something to bind up. Good old mini sledgehammer. Well, you always need a hammer. This is a torque wrench for when if I get a flat, change a tire. That way I can go ahead and inspect it and just go. A pry bar that, well, it's come in handy a couple times just to pry some stuff out of my way, or had to lift something off that was, you know, I just couldn't quite get a grip. These are clamps that are mostly for like cameras that you would hitch to things. But I also found that they come handy more uses than just for cameras. And I'm sure plenty of people have seen these. Those are just the little hand saws that you can use to trim branches and what have you. Come very handy. This, of course, is just a nice little machete. I think I actually got it at Walmart. It's came in handy more times than once. And, you know, just using clear some brush, or if I just need something to, you know, just got to move some things. Got a pair of gloves, a couple pair actually, because, you know, in case somebody needs a hand or I need a hand. Always got safety glasses. Always got to have those. I got a rag. You know, I use it for, you know, a lot of things, from when I check the oil to just got to wipe something off. Got another little cheap backup, I don't know, I call it a bushcraft axe. It's a little Walmart brand, kind of cheap, but you know, it's handy. Got a little knife with a fire striker. This is definitely coming handy. You can see I've used it quite a few times. And again, Walmart. A lot of the stuff I get at Walmart because, you know, it comes in handy. Another light. This one's a headlamp. I use it if I'm working on something and just got to have a free hand. And of course, a regular flashlight with a couple of carabiners just for, you know, whatever. Got a little mini hand shovel. Haven't used it yet, but I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Got about 4 or 5 straps. Those I have actually come in handy from holding down gear to when I just gotta hold something tight, or even when I was bundling up like a tent or something, just to hold it where I can put the regular wraps on. And for all the blades I got a multi-use knife sharpener. Got a little handy tool. To be honest, I don't know why I got it, but I've used it a couple of times. You know, it's kind of like my version of a Leatherman, but it's had cheeses. Now, as I move inside the Jeep where I got everything else laid out, I just want to try to point out some things. I got some 550 cord. It comes handy for multiple of uses. The colors don't mean anything. It just, I don't know, just what I got and just what there is. These are extra parts like extra lug nuts, maybe some nuts and bolts, even a light bulb if I need it. Just, you know, little bits and pieces I might need. Of course, a lubricant spray that always comes in handy. Definitely always keep some extra oil, because that always is needed when you're out on the road and, you know, you might spring a leak or something, or just got to do a quick oil change. This is actually my garbage bag. You know, as the old saying goes, if you pack it in, pack it out. So that's what I use. These are some of the more common hand tools I carry just for everyday trips. But if I'm doing more of an overlanding, I do pack more serious tools that I usually carry on top. That right there are extra funnels and nozzles for my gas cans. If for some reason the other ones break, or they get lost, or if I leave them at a gas station when I'm filling up, always have extra. Of course, tow strap with some extra shackles. You never know when that come in handy. Have not had to use it yet, knock on wood. That right there is the controls for the winch up front. It's remote and also cable. An extra bumper hitch with a shackle on it, just in case I need another access point. If I got to pull or do something, I can put it in the front or the back of Frijoles. That in the very back is just a chain link with some locks. I got it because I never know if I got to actually lock something, like if I'm going away. I got the cable and the locks just to do it. That right there is a sacket. It comes in handy. It's just a little, it's literally just a sack that you can use everything for extra trash can, or as a wet bag you can put your clothes in to dry and everything. Of course, got to have jumper cables. You never know when, you know, either you're dead or somebody else is dead, and it's nice to have them. And if I do die, you know, my battery won't start and I'm out in the middle of nowhere, I have a way to do it by myself. It's just a little capacity that can jumpstart 8-cylinder engines. That has been a lifesaver more than once. This is kind of how it looks like once I have everything put inside the Wheels and Feels Canyonland storage and sleep system. It all fits, and as you can see, I still got plenty of room for more if I choose to add. There's still the sides of the system. Like over here, like I said, I keep the oil and the trash bag and extra funnel. Over here, I got nothing in it. I just got the other lid put over there, but it's empty. But I can put more if I need to. Plus, if I ever need to, I can also lift this to access. If I just need to put, you know, if I just can't open the drawer or just need something real quick. Now right here is where I keep some extra stuff inside Frijoles. This right here is just the medical kit. There's no tourniquet or anything like that. It's a little bit more than just a basic first aid kit. You know, for like common things like, you know, scrapes, bruises, bee stings, all that kind of stuff. This right here is kind of an emergency, like just a little extra equipment like shelter, fire starter, just little things in case of, like, if I get stranded overwhere and wasn't prepared to, kind of got something just to, you know, just to help me get home. I do keep an extra emergency blanket, emergency poncho, and like I said, if I get stranded somewhere I wasn't planning on it, even got an emergency shelter. Now in the front, I do have a extra little bit of storage right here in the front passenger seat. It's just a little something I actually got off of Amazon. It's just a little cover, comes over, wraps the front seat, and it's got a pouch in the front. Inside, I keep some little gear like fuses if I have even blown ones. A truck stop book. You can actually get these at any truck stop. It just kind of tells you where all the truck stops are and what exit and interstate and all that stuff by state. Trailer keys if I'm towing. Air freshener. Fuse puller. And that's all that's in there. But just little common stuff that kind of just kind of comes in handy. Now, one new thing I did get last Christmas, it was a nice little Christmas gift, is, as you can see right there, it's laying down, is a Wii Boost. It amplifies your cell phone signal, and it works great. When I was in Arizona, I had one bar. As soon as I had this risen and turned it on, I think I got up to 3, and every once in a while I would hit 4 bars. It doesn't give you a signal. It just takes what signal is in the air and amplifies it. You know, hence the name We Boost. And of course, I carry, you might always see these on the side, but these are extra 2-gallon gas cans that I keep on each side. There have been times I made trips where the extra gas was definitely needed, and that's before I even got to my destination that I planned on doing anything. Now, another thing that I always have with me, because, well, again, it's one of those things where it's rather have it, not need it, than need it and not have it. And that, of course, is the jack right here. It's supposed to be like a 3-ton jack. Thankfully, knock on wood, I haven't had to use it yet, but it is something I always carry, because you never know when, you know, something happens. That's the gear that me and Frijoles carry everywhere we go. So if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, definitely. I'm trying to get up to 100. As of right now, I got 27 as of filming, and I'm trying to get up to 100, just, you know, just as a mild goal. So definitely subscribe and everything else. And if you ever see me out and about, come up, say hi. And if I got any ducks with me, I'll make sure to give you one, and we'll see you next time.